The disp function, or the display function, DISP, is used to display data to the command window. Display data or text or a string. There's two ways to use it. One, you can display just a single variable. It's literally just going to print it out like MATLAB prints it out without the semicolon, except it removes the variable name. The second way is to print out a single string. So a single string is typed in single quotes, and it prints out just that text. So you can display some header information. You can display where you are in your program. I like to say display here for debugging purposes, so you can see where your program is. But it just prints out the string to the command window, followed by a new line. So this is important. It's automatically followed by a new line, which means it prints out the data and then presses enter. If you want to print out some data and text at the same time, let's say you want to print out my age is 30, where 30 is stored in some variable. Then what you can do is you can convert this data to text using one of two functions, num to string or int to string. Num to string is kind of like the default. It works for any variable, any number. Int to string only works for integers, so if you have whole numbers. But what we can do is we can convert this data that's stored in a variable to text and combine it with our string. So this is how you would do that essentially right here. As you would say, create a new variable called string, message, whatever you want to call it. You'd have open close brackets, because you're essentially creating a new array. You would have some text in single quotes. Then you would convert your data stored in this variable to text using num to string, and then follow it by whatever text. So keep in mind, if you want spaces, you need to put spaces in manually, like here. And then you can display that string, that variable. This should only be done when you have scalar values. There are other ways to print out data in matrices. One of those ways is using this, where you just display the entire variable and it will print out all of the data in the array in the orientation that it is. So there are two ways to use display. One where you print out the entire variable. Use this for arrays where you have big sets of data. And then displaying strings, where if you want to print out just text or if you want to combine text with a scalar value.